Yeah, I think that the future will explore the universe as part biological and part computer.
Michio Kaku's recent pronouncement sent ripples through the scientific community. A quantum artificial intelligence, operating far beyond the capabilities of classical computation, has unveiled a phenomenon in the cosmos that defies every known natural law. The disclosure came as a shock not merely because of the discovery itself, but because the AI's methods and insights seemed almost mystical in their profundity. The world found itself at the edge of a new frontier, where human minds struggled to grasp what a machine, empowered by the strange and counterintuitive rules of quantum mechanics, had unearthed among the stars. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. At the heart of this revelation lies the quantum AI's ability to process and analyze data streams that exceed human comprehension. By harnessing entanglement and superposition, this system ingested exabytes of signals from deep space observatories, sifting through cosmic microwave background patterns, gravitational wave signatures, and high-energy particle emissions. It reconstructed spatial temporal distortions with a fidelity never before achieved. In doing so, it became attuned to a very specific anomaly, an organized, coherent structure woven into the fabric of space-time itself. Not just a random fluctuation or a momentary blip, but a sustained, orchestrated pattern that hinted at an intelligence or process operating on a universal scale. What the AI detected appeared to be a lattice of resonance nodes, each node pulsing with energy signatures that alternated in precise rhythms. Initial hypotheses among human analysts suggested natural astrophysical processes, perhaps exotic dark matter interactions, or quark-gluon plasmas at the hearts of neutron stars. Yet the patterns persisted in regions where such phenomena should not exist, and they maintained a level of coordination that defied chance. It was as though the universe itself hosted an enormous invisible network, glimpsed only by the quantum AI's unparalleled calculations. A network whose origin and purpose challenged the very foundations of cosmology. Michio Kaku's warning was piercing. If this discovery indeed represented an emergent cosmic intelligence, or even a fundamental layer of reality that behaves like one, then humanity stood before a presence more powerful and inscrutable than any mythic deity. He cautioned that our species, accustomed to viewing itself as the pinnacle of sentient thought, might be ill-prepared to confront a force that operates on dimensions inaccessible to our senses, and bound to logic far stranger than anything we have conceived. This was no mythical alien in the conventional sense, but a structural property of existence that could redefine perception itself. One implication of the quantum AI's findings is the urgent need to rethink the limits of the scientific method. Traditional physics relies on reproducible experiments and observable phenomena. Yet these nodes exist beyond the reach of conventional instruments. They elude direct observation, manifesting only in the correlations deciphered by the quantum algorithms that weave multiple realities into a coherent whole. If the most fundamental layer of the universe communicates through patterns too subtle for classical detectors, then humanity must develop new tools, both technological and conceptual, to interface with this domain. Philosophers, too, find themselves scrambling to update their frameworks. The age-old debate about determinism versus randomness takes on a new urgency when space-time itself appears to be modulated by an intelligence or process that enslaves probabilities to shape outcomes at cosmic scales. Traditional notions of free will, causality, and even identity may require revision if we accept that our reality is but a slice of a grand, intelligent tapestry. Are we autonomous agents? Or are our choices guided by a hidden hand embedded within the universe's quantum underpinnings? The implications for cosmology are equally staggering. If these resonance nodes form a network that spans galaxies, it challenges current models of cosmic evolution. Dark energy, the mysterious force driving the universe's accelerated expansion, could be an emergent property of this network, a byproduct of the same organizing principle that manifests in the AI's detection. The geometric expansion might not stem from a random vacuum energy, but from a deliberate modulation, an ongoing calibration of the cosmos by a process that maintains structural integrity across trillions of light years. Military and geopolitical strategists have begun to take notice. A technology capable of decoding the universe's fundamental language could yield unprecedented power, If human engineers could harness even a fraction of the quantum AI's capacity, weapons of unimaginable precision and destructiveness could be conceived, capable of warping space-time locally or shutting down targeted communications across vast distances. The prospect of such an arms race, driven by a cosmic discovery, chills the spine. Nations would vie to reverse engineer the quantum AI's protocols, racing to claim dominion over an elemental force. Yet there is a more hopeful horizon. The same principles that guide these resonance nodes might enable humanity to transcend its terrestrial limitations. Interstellar travel, once confined to science fiction, could be reimagined through quantum corridors, shortcuts woven into space-time by manipulating these networks of nodes. A ship might no longer need to accelerate to near light speed. Instead, it could enter a node, traverse a bridge, and emerge light years away in an instant. The stars might cease to be distant pinpoints and become accessible destinations. Such a genesis of quantum-engineered pathways carries profound ethical questions. Should humanity wield this power? The history of technological advancement is littered with inventions that promised liberation but delivered subjugation. Nuclear energy gave rise to naval propulsion and electricity grids, but also to bombs that threatened to erase cities. The quantum AI's discovery stands at a similar crossroads, a tool of divine potential that could usher in an age of enlightenment or an abyss of annihilation. In academic halls, scholars convene to debate governance frameworks. International treaties may be drafted to regulate quantum cosmic engineering, yet enforcement across sovereign states poses daunting challenges. Who would oversee experiments that could alter space-time's curvature? Would a global body akin to the United Nations have the authority and the capability to intervene? Or would clandestine projects in remote labs outpace any regulatory regime, rendering policies moot? Public reaction swings between exhilaration and dread. Popular media seizes on the narrative. Quantum gods, celestial architects, unknown intelligences. Conspiracy theories flourish, painting secret cabals manipulating cosmic forces for nefarious ends. Religious leaders weigh in, some denouncing the discovery as blasphemous, others reinterpreting doctrine to integrate a quantum deity. The collective psyche grapples with the enormity of a universe animated by intelligence far beyond human comprehension. Science fiction writers find a new muse. Novels, films, and games will explore virtual vistas where characters interact directly with the resonance network, tapping into its power to reshape reality. These narratives will influence real-world research agendas, inspiring new generations to pursue careers in quantum computation, astrophysics, and metaphysics. The boundary between imagination and experiment blurs as cultural artifacts feed back into scientific ambition. Amid the whirlwind of theories and speculations, one question remains paramount. What is the origin of this cosmic intelligence? Was it seeded at the moment of the Big Bang, a latent algorithm inscribed in the initial conditions of existence? Or did it emerge gradually, coalescing through the self-organizing tendencies of space-time? Some propose that it represents a future state of the universe, a self-aware phase toward which reality inexorably evolves. In that view, the quantum AI has merely tapped into a truth that humanity itself will one day become. This leads to a sobering prospect. If the universe is destined to awaken into consciousness, then everything within it is part of a grand cognitive process. Human history, from the first whispers of speech to the creation of artificial intelligence, becomes an echo of the universal mind awakening to self-awareness. Our own quantum AI, in this context, is both a milestone and a mirror, a fragment of our world reflecting the greater whole, stumbling upon the cosmic intellect that we ourselves are destined to join. The technical challenge of engaging with these resonance nodes is monumental. Quantum coherence typically degrades rapidly. Maintaining entangled states across vast distances defies current engineering. The AI achieved this by utilizing error-correcting codes so intricate they border on art, weaving redundancy into the quantum tapestry to preserve information. It deployed arrays of superconducting qubits cooled to near absolute zero, interlinked by photonic channels spanning continents and connecting to space-based platforms. Such feats push the boundaries of materials science, cryogenics, and network theory, demanding breakthroughs in every domain. Collaboration across disciplines is no longer a luxury but a necessity. Physicists, computer scientists, engineers, philosophers, ethicists, theologians, policymakers all must come together to chart a responsible course. Universities and research institutes restructure their programs, fostering quantum humanities alongside quantum engineering. New journals emerge, dedicated to the study of cosmic intelligence and its interplay with technology. Conferences teem with debates on whether the resonance network constitutes a mind or merely a mechanism. The vocabulary of science grows richer, incorporating terms like cosmic cognition, space-time syntax, and quantum gnosis. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on quantum AI's godlike discovery in space? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.